In today's episode of Empower with Omazi, we're going to have a small chat on our relationship with our daughters. So, as an African woman raised in an African culture, there's sometimes you realize that there's some boundaries that our parents set. Sometimes you don't have that openness with our daughters. I know one day maybe we'll host a profession who will be able to tell us in details. But it's just like I just want to chat. Like how free, how open are you with your daughter? What kind of relationship do you have with your daughter? Because like in today's world where we see a lot of our daughters unfortunately getting violated, sexually violated, getting harassed, our daughters are kidnapped, abducted. So sometimes I feel if we are open enough, like if we have an open relationship with our daughters, then that is like one way of protecting our daughters and keeping them safe. Because sometimes you might be having your daughter is not like free enough to talk to you, and maybe somebody is like touching them inappropriately. Will they be open enough to come to you and talk to you about it? Will they be open enough to sit you down and say, Mom, hey, this has been going on, or my stepdad has been doing these things to me, our watchman has been doing these things to me, my teacher has been doing these things to me. We see several girls unfortunately ending up pregnant. I come from Kilifi, Kenya, and we have seen these cases to an extent that they closed Disco Matanga. But you know what? Disco Matanga is not like the number one, because sometimes like huge pregnancy cases come from even the people that we feel they should be safe with around, our teachers. And I'm not like saying all teachers are responsible for this. I know we have so many good responsible male teachers or tutors, but sometimes you realize like our daughters end up being pregnant with a relationship that they've had with their own teacher, a relationship that they've had with a neighbor, a watchman, or somebody like that they will just show them a little bit of compassion and love, and they just end up, or maybe even being raped, but they're not free enough to come back home and say, hey, this has happened, because they're fearing or they're scared, or if they open up to that, then it will end up to maybe you'll be harsh to them and everything. So just to encourage everyone, encourage all parents out here, let's be open. Let's make sure that we have a close relationship with our daughters. At least if we have more conversations with them, and maybe they will be able to open up and they'll be free to share every little detail of what they are going through. And it could be as from young age as to transitioning to teenagehood, a lot of changes happening in their body. And who are they going to talk to apart from maybe a teacher that is telling them, oh, within this age and age, then you'll start seeing your periods. Within this age and age, you'll start seeing maybe some hair growing up on your armpit. This is how you clean yourself. This is how you maintain your hygiene. If we are not going to sit down with our daughters and tell them, if you start seeing this changes in your body, then you are growing up. At this age you'll start experiencing ABCD, and tell them like in this is bit by bit, like let them be free enough to like have these discussions. Also like what goes on outside, it could even be like young boys of their own age, because as they grow they'll be in school. Nowadays there's boarding schools, and I know like in primary school, especially in Kenya or African countries, we have boarding schools that they are mixed. Who knows what happens when our kids go to school and they're in boarding school, and some things could happen there. So how are they going to protect themselves? How are they going to say no? So it starts with us at home. It starts with us having that open conversation with them, being very close and friendly and open enough for them to be able to open up to you and say, hey, Mom, ABCD has been happening, or this has been happening, or I'm seeing these changes in my body. What can I do? Instead of them going to ask somebody else outside. So that's all, guys. I just wanted to encourage us because it's been like I feel like there's a lot of our girls are being violated, sexually abused, sexually harassed. So just being vigilant. Let's be vigilant. Let's have close relationship, open relationship with our daughters. Let's talk to them more. Let's what's the word I want to say? Let's affirm them, like give them a word of affirmation, tell them they're beautiful, tell them that you love them. Because if they don't hear that word from a close person or from you, if they start hearing that word from a boy or from a man outside, then they're going to like, oh my God, so I'm beautiful actually, and nobody has ever told me I'm beautiful. That's where it starts. So it starts as simple as that. Encourage them, empower them, let them know their value, like help them understand their values, help them understand, how worth they are, so that even if somebody outside there, like they're saying, oh, someone outside there, they've told them they're beautiful, they know they're beautiful. They've been told every day that they're beautiful. So that is not something strange. That is not something new. Do something at home, even if you're not able to like take them out on a dinner date. Cook a special meal and say, today we're having a date. It could be a special meal, could be something that you're not eating every day. So it could be something like that. Like make them feel special on a few like day-to-day basis with different things. You're innovative. You know your child. You know how you relate to them. Let them like make them feel beautiful, make them feel loved, let them be open up to them, talk to them, so that they will have that openness, and they'll be they'll be comfortable enough to talk to you and reach out to you whenever there's a problem. So, this is just to encourage all of us to be vigilant, and also even like your daughter's neighbor, your neighbor's daughter is also your daughter. If there's something that you see that is not going right, I know you can reach out. If you witness something outside that is not right, you can reach out, report, reach out, whether it's a police, whether it's to a fellow parent, whether it's to the community, like reach out and let's protect our daughters. Let's stop these killings of our girls outside here. Let's advocate and stop this violence that is going on, and hopefully that will help build a generation or a world free of violence. Until next time, bye.